I'll have to diagnose that and see what's going on. I can see rows of green. This corn is coming up. Okay, I am going to walk down here and get the combine out of the barn, see what needs to be done to it so I can then get in the field and cut some wheat. I think it is ready. I saw the neighbor 2 days ago over here. He was cutting that wheat field. It's we're about a week early for wheat, but we've had some dry weather the last couple of weeks, so that has really dried it out. And you can hear the wind blowing today. So it's still dry, and no rain in the forecast for like the next 7 or 8 days. I'm somewhat concerned. I was actually concerned about these soybeans coming up because this ground, we had planted these soybeans, and then was it that evening? Remember, I was chasing the rain trying to get this done before the rain, and then that evening we got like a ½ inch of rain, and this ground just crusted over. And I kept watching these soybeans here, and they just didn't want to come through. Unfortunately, I don't have a rotary hoe, but back in the day, we would have run a rotary hoe over this to break that crust open. But surprisingly, they did pop out of the ground. I don't know how, but here's one here you can see right there. See? That was having a difficult time coming through. It took a while. Here's one here. Finally has popped through, but yeah, it's taken a while for some of these just because this ground had crusted over. And so yeah, we could use a little bit of rain. And especially now that we've got a what did I say, a 7 to 10 day streak. They're showing nothing in the forecast. Although, not last night, the night before. I don't go to bed until usually 11:30 or midnight. Got in bed at 11:30. All of a sudden, the wind came up. I'm like, what the heck is going on? We had a darn rain shower come through. Nothing had been in the forecast for that rain shower. I had a 1/4 inch of rain at my house, but down here we got nothing. But that was a freak storm that just popped up out of nowhere and gave us a downpour. Ah, darn it, I forgot. The drill is in the way. I've got to go get the tractor and hook onto that, pull it out of the way. I think we have a problem in here. We've got alarms that are, and lights that are not going off. I'm thinking it's one harness because of where these indicators are. It's all on the rear of the combine. So hopefully it's one harness that maybe is loose. Maybe a mouse has gotten into some wiring. I don't know, but I'll have to diagnose that and see what's going on. Let's engage the machine and see what happens. Well, let's not engage the cylinder. We'll just engage the header. That normally turns all the lights on. And it did not. It only turned the cylinder speed on. Wow. Electrical issues, gotta love them. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. Let's just turn the key on. And now let's just flip the switch. Okay, so that works. Turn the switch off. All right. Then if I just turn that switch on without the machine running, all of those lights come on. So that's what it's supposed to do. Okay. So yeah, I think it's either a wiring harness or maybe a wire that the mice have gotten into. So I'm going to fuel it up, take it to the shop. I'll check it over. Okay, I did some troubleshooting with those lights. I came up with nothing. I checked the ground wire, I checked the switches, I read through the book for the diagnostics on it. I've got nothing, so I'm not sure if the circuit board itself is bad. I had that board worked on a year and a half ago. I had a problem with it. I think the issue then was no lights came on. So I sent it away and got it fixed. But now I'm baffled. So what I did, I took the panel off, put a couple pieces of tape over the buzzer so it's not as loud in here. You can kind of hear it faintly. Those lights that are on, they're not on the same wiring harness. It's two different wiring harnesses, so I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the wheat. Then I will worry about that this summer. Try to figure it out, do some research on it, see what's going on with it. So what is strange about all of this is everything works. All the electrical stuff works. As you can see, the unload auger is on and that light has come on. My low speed monitor, as far as I know, those lights are working. This separation plug, that has not worked, in probably 10 years or 15 years. The wires were cut on that. So for that light to come on, even though the wires are cut, that is very strange. So I can't figure it out. It can't be all the switches at one time have gone bad. I got up in the grain tank and I moved that switch back and forth. That didn't make a difference. So yeah, this is a head scratcher. Turkey at the end of this field. For some reason they have been hanging out in this field. Remember I showed you a video a month or two back where I went down the middle of the field looking for the turkey. There's been a couple of times I've come out of this farm and where I saw that turkey initially, where I walked down the field on the other side of that old clump of trees there, it would get up from there and fly all the way across the field into the trees here. So it must have had a nest down there, maybe, I don't know. But it did that a couple of times as I came out of this farm. And I've got the truck loaded. I'm gonna hear nothing but buzzing in my sleep tonight. I think tomorrow I'm bringing earplugs with me. Okay. So I'm at somewhat of a dilemma here. So I've only got about 30 acres of wheat, between 30 and 35 acres of wheat. So it's 60 bushels to the acre. I don't know what I'm getting right now because I'm in a large field. So if I'm getting 60 bushels to the acre, that's going to be about 4 truckloads. It's not worth me dumping 4 truckloads in the bin to get this wheat out and then having to take it back out of the bin and then do shoveling and clean the bin. So I'm just going to take each load to the elevator, and I can do that because the weather forecast is okay. So it's almost 7 o'clock now. in the evening. So this load will go up tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Thursday. It is order day at the hardware store. 2 months ago, they switched our order day from Monday to Thursday, and now our delivery day is on Monday instead of Wednesday. So it's kind of screwed my schedule up a little bit. I really like that Monday morning order schedule. So anyhow, I'll take this to the elevator first thing in the morning, stop at the hardware store, get my order in for the week. So I think I can get back here, get another load out, get that to the elevator tomorrow afternoon. Maybe have time for another load tomorrow evening to load the truck so I can take that up Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon finish up, right? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 loads. So that's the game plan at the moment. As I said, forecast is sunshine for the next 7 to 10 days. So I don't really have to rush to get this out. So I'll just haul one load at a time. And then planting beans, that's gonna be interesting because it's pretty dry right now. So we may have to wait for some water before we plant our soybeans. Okay, that's enough rambling. I'm going to say see ya!